Well, good morning, everyone. Today I am over here on Burrells Ford Road in Oconee County, South Carolina. And I'm going to be hiking right up there to where that kiosk is and getting on the Chattooga River Trail. And I'm going to be hiking up to Ellicott's Rock. And hopefully we'll be finding the rock today and be able to see it. I've been here before, never to Ellicott's Rock, but I have hiked up from here to Spoonauger Falls, which is only about a half a mile up. But I've never been any further than that on this section of the Chattooga. But I'm going to try to hike all the way up to Ellicott's Rock today and hopefully find it and see it. It's supposed to be a very beautiful hike. Can get a little tricky in spots from what I've been told, especially now after Hurricane Helene. Some of what I've read about it's got a lot of downed trees and stuff to have to contend with, but I'm going to try it today, hopefully make it up there and hopefully be able to find the rock and see it and hopefully have a great hike. I think it's about 4 miles up to Ellicott's Rock and then 4 miles back, so it should be around an 8-mile hike, something like that, in that neighborhood. But anyway, I'm going to get geared up and start hiking. Here we go. Well, here's the first water crossing. See if I can make it across here. And like I said, here's the turn off Spoonauger Falls, and I've been there a couple times, but never been on up through here. And this is the way I'm going. There's a duck down there in the river. This is the Chattooga River here. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, like I said, I'm on the Chattooga River Trail over here in Oconee County, South Carolina. And you can hear the Chattooga River down there. And right across the river is Rabun County, Georgia. So I'm right here on the border. Of course, Rabun County is my home county. But as I stated, I'm hiking up here to Ellicott's Rock. Ellicott's Rock has a lot of history. Back in the early 1800s, Georgia and North Carolina was feuding over the state boundary. and it actually got pretty bad. There was actually shots fired. I think Georgia actually killed a North Carolina man over this feud over the state line, and North Carolina actually called in the militia. So it got pretty heated, and they decided to bring in a surveyor who had surveyed for the government to try to determine where the actual boundary was before they actually broke out into war over this down here with Georgia and North Carolina. Well, the guy they called in, his name was Andrew Ellicott. Now, he was a surveyor. He had surveyed the Mason-Dixon line for the United States. So he was a well-known surveyor, and they sent him down here. And he done his thing. He surveyed it and determined where the boundary was. And on this rock, he engraved N and G for North Carolina and Georgia. And the rock is still here. He engraved it in 1811, and it's still over here on the bank of the Chattooga River. You just got to find it, and I'm hopefully I'll be able to find it and see it today. Like I said, he did that in 1811, and even after that, Georgia still didn't believe that's where the boundary was, and from what I've read, they refused to pay his fee. So this went on and on for a while, but luckily a small war didn't break out over it. But just an interesting bit of history between the states here, and you can go online and read about Ellicott's Rock and the Walton War, which was the armed conflict that occurred. Just a very interesting bit of our history down here in the South. Got lots of Hurricane Helene damage through here. Luckily, so far, the majority of it has been cleared off the trail. Big log jam here that's been piled up from the river flooding. I'm gonna have to pick my best way through here. Got another beautiful view of the Chattooga River here by the trail. This is at a campsite, but most of these campsites I've noticed are roped off and closed at the moment due to the damage from Hurricane Helene. So I think I've only seen one that wasn't roped off so far out of several. There's several campsites up through here. This will be a nice one to stay at. The river's absolutely beautiful down there. Like I said, right across the river there, that's Rabun County, Georgia. So, right here on the border. Head on up the trail. Well, I've made it over here to the old log bridge across the creek. Beautiful bridge. Right here is where the trail goes to the fish hatchery, Walhalla Fish Hatchery, but I'm going to be continuing on the Chattooga River Trail on to Ellicott Rock. Well, it looks like I've made it to another creek crossing. May end up getting my feet wet on this one. Looking like it may be quite possible. Got another really good view of the Chattooga River down here alongside the trail. Just hit the 3-mile mark heading north, so not much farther until get up here to where I can start looking for Ellicott rock. Beautiful day over here today. Getting on up towards 70 degrees now. A little breezy, but good hiking weather. Got a really nice campsite here off the trail. Plenty of area to put tents and hammocks, whatever you got. But right here along the river, really beautiful spot. Be a great place to camp. Some deeper areas out there in the summertime. If you get out there and splash around a little bit. Beautiful area. This trail's getting a little exciting now. Having to really watch the steps on these rocks. They are slick. Got another creek crossing. Get down the rock without busting my butt. Now I'm getting very, very close to where Ellicott's Rock is supposed to be. So I'm really starting to look off to my left here. They say it can be tricky to find depending on trees being down and how Helene has changed things over here. So I'm getting very close to where it is supposed to be. I'm just really keeping my eyes peeled because I really would like to find it. Like I said, I've never hiked this before. But hopefully I can find it today. Well, right here is the trail that goes down to Ellicott's Rock. You'll see this yellow marking on this dead tree. And the trail is a goat path right off down through there. But Ellicott's Rock is over there under that. If you see that log right there, the smaller log going, it is directly up underneath that. But made it down there and got some pictures, but I did not try to film down there because the way you're perched, you got to really watch what you're doing, or you'll be in the river. Very slick. I actually fell right there and cut my finger a little bit, but everything's good. But that is the trail you have to go down. Like I said, you'll see this yellow marking here on that tree, and go right off down the trail there. Like I said, it is extremely slick right now. It's wet and muddy. You pretty much cannot keep your footing. And then Ellicott's Rock is right underneath that small log that's slanted off down through there. But anyway, I'm gonna start heading back. It's about 4.5 miles up here to this location. So it'll be a 4.5 mile hike back, so a 9-mile hike for the day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on my next adventure. Thanks for watching.